Hello students, in the present video I am going to explain you about the special methods of ellipse. So as discussed earlier in the previous video, we have seen the eccentricity method for the construction of ellipse, parabola and hyperbola. And in today's class we are going to see about how to construct an ellipse by using the special methods. So the special methods in the construction of ellipse are: the first one is arcs of circle method, second one is concentric circle method, third one is rectangle method, and the fourth one is parallelogram method. So in construction of this ellipse, it is different to that of the previous methods what we have discussed earlier. So in the eccentricity method, we are supposed to have a fixed straight line which we call it as directrix and a fixed point which we call it as focus. So based on this fixed line and the fixed point, we just go ahead for construction of a curves. So that based on the eccentricities, if E less than 1, we construct ellipse. If E is equals to 1, we construct parabola. And if E is greater than 1, we construct hyperbola. Now, in this special methods, we just define or we just go ahead for drawing the ellipse by using major and minor axis. So here in these four methodologies of the special methods for construction of ellipse, so first it is defined as, the ellipse is defined as a curve traced by a point P moving such that the sum of its distance from the two fixed points, that is focus F1 and F2, is constant. So based on that, whatever I am just going to say it now, just with a small explanation I am showing it to you. So here, just a rough model I am going to say it to you. Just this is what one of my line, which I say it as the vertex points, which I term it as a major axis line. To this one, a central point will be located. So over here, I draw one more line, that which we say it as minor axis. So right now, over at the both ends of this major axis line, we locate the points which we generally say them as like focus points F1 and F2. So based on this focus point as a center points on both sides of the curve, on both sides of the lines, we just go ahead for drawing a curve. We just go ahead for drawing the curve. So right now, this is what we just get a rough diagram of the ellipse, that how do we construct. So wherever you just locate, so let me assume this is the point P is over here. So the point joining PF1 and joining PF2. So wherever the thing, PF1 is a shorter distance and PF2 is a longer distance. But when you just add these two points, like PF1 plus PF2, so that is nothing but that will be equal to constant. It is to be said as that the sum of its distances from two focus points is equals to constant. So now in this method we are just going to see the construction of the ellipse by using arcs of circle method. So for this one, I am just going to give a question to you. Based on this, how do we go ahead for drawing the ellipse by using arcs of circle method? Let me take a question here. A point moves in such a way that the sum of its distances from two fixed points are 100 mm apart and 130 mm apart and 130 mm of vertex. Name the curve and draw the curve by joining locus of points. So this is what my question. So here you can use the method to construct for the ellipse. From these four methods, any one you can use it for construction. But in the present video, I am just going to do it by arcs of circle method. So I am just placing the question it over here. So the thing is that, so how do we just go ahead for drawing the ellipse by using this method? So first, what is a given question, we need to check it out. So I am going to do it by arcs of circle method. So here I am doing it. Construction of ellipse by arcs of circle method. So which I am going to construct it by using this method. So now let me explain with this question that what it is. So here first, what it is given for us, with the given data we need to go ahead for construction of ellipse. First, using 2H pencil, draw the major axis. So what is the major axis that we need to see it here? So right now what it is mentioned, a point moves in such a way that the sum of its distances from the two fixed points are 100 mm apart. So that is the one what it is given for us, that is two fixed points. That is, you need to just make a note of that. The distance of focus, that is the distance between F1 and F2, that is 2 are 100 mm apart at a distance of 100 mm. And the distance of vertex points, or you can also say it as with another name, major axis. We also say it as major axis, that is around 130 mm apart. So these are the 2 points which are at a distance. So first let me draw by using the major axis, by using the scale. So first draw a horizontal line which is of 100 mm apart. First draw a line of 100 mm apart, which are, so marking this point as F1, F2. Mark the midpoint of these 2 points. I am marking this point as O. Okay. Now, O from this one, the distance between the vertex points is around like 130 mm. So half of them from O you can take it as like 65 mm and 65 mm. So you can just measure it and you can put that one. This is, so you can just extend it here. So whatever the distance you get it here, that is a point which gives the vertex point V1 and V2. So here you have got the vertex points and the focus points over on this major axis line. So now you have got to locate the minor axis. So how do we locate the minor axis? So first initially draw the line of some unknown length from the point. Draw a line that should be perpendicular to major axis. And now using compass, measure from the point O to V1. So this is of what the length what we got it. So this length over here. Measure this length. Now focus as a center. That F1 as a center. Cut an arc on this line. So such that you will be getting the minor axis. Mark this point as A. Mark this point as B. Once again I will repeat. So using compass, measure from O to the end of the vertex line and F1 as a center. Draw an arc on the vertical line that is perpendicular to major axis line. So such that where it intersects, that points you mark it as A and B. Now AB is your minor axis. Now AB is the minor axis. Now we are going to construct the ellipse now from here onwards. Now the thing is that over from the point O to F1 or O to F2, just take some equidistant points. Measure the distance from O to F1, from O to F1. So here, whatever the distance we get it, measure that distance and take some equidistant points. Either you can take it around like 4 to 5 points or 4 to 6 points you can take it. So it is up to you that how smooth you can draw the curve, that many number of points you can take it. So right now I am just taking it around like 4 points over here based on my distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have divided it into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So marking these points as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now I am just going ahead for the construction. So using your compass. So just for your understanding also, I'll just make a rough note over here at the point of this location. So you can just make a note of this. Using compass, length over here, and which one point you have to take it as a center, that I mention it here. First, the length which I am taking here as 1 to V1 length I measure, and F1 as a center I draw an arc, F1 and F2 as the centers. So here 1, from 1 to V1 length 1 to V1 length, F1 as a center, draw an arc above and draw an arc below. Draw an arc above and draw an arc below. Repeat the same procedure on the other side also. F2 as a center without disturbing the length. 1 to V1 length you should not disturb, and draw an arc above, draw an arc below. Okay, now next. Now same thing, 1 V2 length, F1 as a center and F2 as a center, intersect the previous arcs. Now from here you have considered 1 to V1 length previous. Now from this point 1 to V length, 1 to V2 length. Now F1 as a center, draw an arc above, draw an arc below. Similarly, F2 as a center, intersect the previous arcs. So these are the 2 points. Same procedure you repeat it for the other existing points, like 2 V1 length, F1 as a center and F2 as a center, draw an arc, and again same 2 V2 length, F1 as a center and F2 as a center, draw an arc. So first I am doing it for your understanding purpose. 2 V1 length, 2 V1 length, F1 as a center, draw an arc above, draw an arc below. Same manner, F2 as a center, draw an arc above, draw an arc below. So this one is completed. Now next go for this. 2 V2 length, 2 V2 length, F1 as a center, F2 as a center. Similarly, F2 as a center, draw an arc above and below. So similarly go for doing it for the third and fourth point also. So directly I will mention it to you for your understanding. 3 V1 length, F1 and F2 as the centers, 3 V2, F1 and F2, 4 V1, F1 and F2, 4 V2, F1 and F2. Okay, so now 3 V1 length, F1 as a center, above arc, below arc, F2 as a center, above arc, below arc. Now next 3 V2 length, F1 as a center, previous arc, previous arc, F2 as a center, previous arc, previous arc. So just in order to avoid the confusion, just mark the points of the arcs that are being intersected. So sometimes it may be getting you confused. So to avoid confusion, you can just make a mark of these points as a point of identification. Last point, I am doing it with 4 V1, F1 as a center, above, below. Same, F2 as a center, above and below. Now 4 V2 length, F1 as a center, above, below, and F2 as a center, above, below. So here also make an identification. Now using HB pencil, go for joining it all the points of the intersecting arcs by drawing a smooth curve, so such that you will be getting a ellipse. It should start from vertex with a smooth curve. So this is how we go ahead for construction of a ellipse by using arcs of circle method.